Alright, let's get ready for part two. Part two. And I need to edit that. I need to edit that when I am done with the entirety of the reading. Part two. How to study the Bible effectively with tools in order to make your point come across in a clear feature. And this is what I do with all of these products on the table, is these are tools that describe the Bible based off of the crowd that I am trying to reach in order to show the true representation of Jesus Christ. But I'll give it to you in a simple mind effect as to how to reach those all the way from kindergarten all the way through to university. This is more of an expanded researcher's field. What I'm about to give you is a very, very, very simple mind effect as to how to use tools in school in order to teach the Bible without actually preaching the Bible. But the kids will see it from daycare all the way through to kindergarten and university, exactly what you are telling them, if they have the brain span of more than that of a gnat, in order to see what you're teaching them. Bible study, the separation and earth's creation. Scripture study, Genesis chapter 1 verses 1 and 2. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. Now the words that we're going to be studying with different tools in class in order to teach the Bible is the word created, the words heavens, the words earth, and once again the words created. Because the word is repeated, it means that we're dealing with different levels of education. The first word created is making sunglasses. Can you see behind the blindfolds is basically what a sunglasses means. Can you see behind the blindfolds? You created sunglasses. Can you see what I'm trying to teach you about the creation of the sunglasses and how and what it takes to get you to the product of the sunglasses? Can you see behind the blindfold? So, created, heavens, earth, created. And that's the blue effect in which we are looking at. The yellow effect in which we are looking at are the words earth, formless, and empty. And the pink to peach effect, because we all know that the color pink doesn't really exist. Pink just shows up when red dye is mixed with white dye, and the red dye is toned down into pink. So the color pink doesn't exist at all. So it's peach or red. Peach or red. So depending on where you are in the color spectrum, the words would be darkness, surface, and deep in the red factor. Now if you're the color green, these words describe you in Genesis chapter 1 verses 1 and 2, the color green, which is Spirit, God, hovering, waters. And what are the tools that you are going to need here? And we're going to end this portion at the focus part and continue tomorrow after the focus part, okay? You need the tools, a green ball, and you want a green foam ball, a green beach ball because it teaches the kids in kindergarten how to touch different textures, and it teaches them their shapes and to understand texture and shapes to be able to get them to eventually touch a leaf on a tree so that the leaf does not cut them because they know what foam feels like. A beach ball and an actual earth ball as a display of the outcome of what the child is learning and studying from their membranes of touching either a foam ball or a beach ball and seeing it in the form of the color green. Start with that and see what a child in daycare will tell you to a child that is now in kindergarten will tell you without having their brains be manipulated in order to lie and say, no one taught us that. Start off with the ball effect. The ball effect. A green ball, a foam ball, a beach ball, and then an actual earth ball, and see where the child will tell you, well, even about you, in the form of the ball, and how much pressure they use to take the ball to throw it against the wall. Because children have emotions too. And finally, the focus. Focus on the creation of Earth and its atmosphere using a round object. What part, based off of the type of ball that a child is touching or playing with on the playground of the planet, does the child see themselves, and what lessons is the child being taught at home based off of the type of ball that they are attracting themselves to? Usually we know that when a child touches a tennis ball, the child is being taught abuse is okay. We know this because that's what we've seen most of our lives. When a child touches a tennis ball and they use it to attack, and they're normally throwing a tennis ball at other people, they are taught that abuse is okay. And that is the focus we are trying to pull away from the child, is that not every ball has to be a tennis ball in order to abuse other people at a young age in order to get the jacket to go outside. It's called a matter of timing and whether when it is safe for the child to go outside. You lead the child. Don't let the child lead you with a tennis ball. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in part 2. Bye.